why many victims of abuse turn into abusers. What happens is when someone's growing up and they're young and they get hurt, oftentimes by their mom or their dad or someone else, somebody might even sexually violate them, is they're not able to truly forgive those who've hurt them from their hearts. And Matthew 6:14 through 15 says, if we don't forgive others who have sinned against us, then God will not forgive us. And that really gives demonic spirits legal rights to torment a person, causing them to turn into the abuser later in life. And then they are angry and they are bitter, and then they want to control their spouse or those they have relationships with. They want to make them do what they did. And they're demonic spirits that have legal rights to them because they're angry and they're bitter. They've not truly chosen to forgive those who've hurt them, is that they will be angry and bitter on those they have current relationships with. So that's why you see a lot of people who were abused when they were younger. It doesn't have to be sexual abuse, just has to be emotional abuse, verbal abuse. It can also be physical abuse. They will eventually become abusers if they cannot truly forgive from their hearts those who hurt them. Those demons have legal rights. It'll cause them to trigger, get angry, become abusive. And that's what really sets up those who are narcissistic to become that way, is because they are angry, they're mad, they're bitter, and they want to take out all of their anger and pain on those they have the closest relationships with, which is oftentimes their spouse and their children. So the only way that they can truly change is that they can get to the point where they can say, okay, these people that hurt me, that wounded me, were also hurt. They were also wounded when they were growing up. So I'm going to choose to forgive them. I'm going to give them to the Lord. And I'm going to repent for my pride, repent for my sin. Then they could take authority, command the demonic spirits that have been tormenting them to be gone, and then they can change, and they become a true person that is easy to get along with and doesn't trigger and trigger and trigger. So I wrote a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's been helping people around the world to truly forgive those who've hurt them, to see them the way that Jesus sees them, so they can truly forgive and get set free. And then they can repent for their own pride, their own sin. They can command their demonic spirits to go, and they can change, and they can actually live a life where they're actually helping other people instead of hurting them. I also do personal sessions with people. So if you're interested in having me take you through a session where you can get those wounds healed, you can choose to forgive. You can then also ask for forgiveness for the things that you've done. But you can email my assistant, Tina, at tinak@restoredtofreedom.com.